has always been fierce, and both of these teams know if they survive and advance from here, a host of opportunities lie ahead. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the LSU Tigers. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. To it for the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rebels offense takes the field. LSU really put it on the Rebels the last time these two clashed and took home all the flowers in the Magnolia. They'll try the right side. Still on his feet at the 35. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Might be calling a hot route. White going to attack through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Catch in the middle, it's Watkins. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I'm not going to go play with that cat.
Wants to throw again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of...
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Can't get him to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Now Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, as most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, five-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. White wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Complete out of the backfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. With the run on first and goal. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is. Gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They took it 68 yards on that drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee in this drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
And the Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. White going to attack through the air. Finds a spot in the middle. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
To the air on first down. Makes the catch. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Makes the catch. It's Cook. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to get some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Dumps it to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Cooks. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Leaves it with the back. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wade. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. Plucks it out of the air. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Now on 1st down from the 28.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the 1st.
That's caught. It's Brown. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Give to the single back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The hurry up now, 2nd down, caught kicking. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. They boot it away on 4th down. On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. White wants to throw it. This time on target. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The snap sets up the throw. Got it set up on the outside. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. One more snap coming before halftime. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Making side adjustments here. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start offense.
Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. First down here for the offense. Try to get it to the edge. Breaks into the open. Running through contact. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we could be shaping up for one memorable finish in this Magnolia Bowl.
The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Got enough for the first. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. White going to attack through the air. Trying to beat the D deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Tiger. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. They've extended this lead. But sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Off the play fake. Got a man. It's Brown. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. And this one is perfect. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Bayou Bengals field. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll go to the toss. Running into the open space. Makes it past the marker. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This doesn't happen with just anybody at tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. He'll do the rest and make big gains.
The Tigers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Now adjusting. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. The Magnolia Bowl goes to LSU as the Tigers take care of Ole Miss.